What is up, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 for the Xbox 360. I bet you were not expecting another episode, but guess what? You're getting it now, because I've decided I want to start WWE All-Stars tomorrow. Meaning I get to have the weekend off. I get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off, and then that's when we are going to return with WWE 2K26. And of course, after this, I'll try and decide what we can do for Friday game night tonight. Alright, so now we got to talk with The Miz to set up a match on Superstars. We. Alright, so did we get it right? And of course, I did of course do the Ted DiBiase scenario, the Ted DiBiase situation. And in fact, and of course, I do have some reports I do want to give out as we are at WWE Superstars for a match with The Miz. So, because, and did we get it right? We'll have to wait and see. Now, of course, let's start with, and of course, we do have a lot of reports from PW, from WrestleVotes and PW Insider, and Mike Johnson from PW Insider. Let's start with Bronson with the Masked Man angle. Yes, I know people are waiting for this story to end. Which could the upcoming Monday Night Raw episode be that? Because now that Breakker and Bronson Reed are out of action, this could be a time we need to go in a new direction with this whole Masked Man storyline. Because I honestly don't know who is the Masked Man. I honestly don't care. Because if we're going to be honest, I think I'm over with the division. And this will go down as, you guessed it, a big what if. Because you had a great WrestleMania betrayal when Heyman turned on Reigns and Punk. Then we were thinking Braun Breaker would be set for the big time after they kicked Rollins out. And you guessed it, they failed. Whether it's Breaker not only losing to Punk, being made to look like a cuck in the Royal Rumble, instead of getting the most amount of time with a stare down with Obafemi, and maybe Brock Lesnar, or hell, he could have even won the whole thing. Even if his moment isn't going to feel special, if they didn't have Punk go over on January 5th. And I honestly feel when he does come back, he's not going to feel special. Now, yes, does that mean he's buried? Well, I wouldn't really say buried. Wait, because it's not like, but maybe a loss to Roman Reigns could be the case. And of course, there was another report about the Masked Man, that he was going to play a role in Bronson Reed's qualifying. But unfortunately, due to Reed's exit, that was cancelled. So we also got another report from WrestleVote saying that there are discussions in WWE about turning Trick Williams babyface after his crowd reactions, which, to be honest, I'm not a fan of this idea. I think Trick Williams is great as a heel, and I don't expect the babyface run on the main roster is going to be better than what he was doing on NXT. I don't think he needs to turn babyface. Just leave WWE to ruin something. Many people would say this was the same energy that Natalia's new gimmick that she's been using for the last couple of weeks. As it had so much hope, but it failed. But it's just not working. Probably due to WWE not knowing how to get it right. And now, of course, I believe Carmelo Hayes is now, with this report, what does this mean? Are we thinking about reuniting Trick Mellogan? But because I believe Carmelo Hayes is a babyface, which means what are we doing with Carmelo Hayes going into WrestleMania? Because Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes, if Trick is not involved in the WWE title scene. Because I think that should probably go to Aleister Black. If we are heading to a 6-way match with Sammy, Drew, Jacob, Cody, Orton, and a 6th guy, I could see WWE going with Trick Williams. Because I think we need something new. No disrespect to Ilya Dragunov. And by the way, it is disgusting about what they are doing with him. Which we're going to talk about. Which I think we will talk about. Now, cause we do have a report from Mike Johnson, PW Insider, saying multiple sources have confirmed that WWE and AJ Styles have come to terms on a new deal that will keep him officially with the company. The belief among those spoken with is he will be helping with the developmental of new talent. Now, cause I bet many people are going to give this a chance to see, will this work? Because if it does, please give him a spot in the creative team. I think he'll bring some light to a bad product, to a god-awful product, which is obviously day by day becoming worse than whatever Vince McMahon did. It's in his last couple of years. And it's disgusting how people want him back in 2026. It's just downright disgusting. And quite honestly, it doesn't even make any sense. It really doesn't. But yeah, I believe those are the reports we have at the moment.
To me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. mm.
Ooh.
Not on my watch. Boom! Right, so we are at the Royal Rumble, and remember, we do have the time travel machine. So now we gotta go find Santino Marella to make the match. Yes, we all know we'll be there. I need to talk with Nepotino Marella, aka Santino Marella, whatever you want to call him. H2 Jericho 0? Huh? And I can't... What are you doing, Raf? So this is a no disqualification match. Yes! Although I'm kind of sorry with rope breaks in there, so now all we can do is hit I wish I could change targets, but the target system unfortunately stinks in all the WWE games, which could make this very tricky and probably, well, I would probably say the worst match in Jericho's Road to WrestleMania. It also doesn't help that I didn't even time it perfectly. And of course, now I need to get the title to soften up the Big Show. But unfortunately, Kofi's back in the equation. And of course, another reason I decided to do the Road to WrestleMania tonight is I do have... Can we please focus on the guy that could be an annoyance? What? I pressed R2. Is this game... Well, RT. And now I'm going to have to rebuild my stamina. But the target system is shit. I want the Big Show. The man that is an annoyance. And now he's going to hit another knockout punch on me. This is such an embarrassment. I hate this match so much. And it's all your fault, Big Show. Yeah, keep walking like a slut, you are. Get away from me, Kofi. I'm focusing with this guy who is responsible for why the match is probably the worst one in this showcase mode. Alright, please get me out of this match. Mercifully, I hate this match so much. To the point, and you know what sucks about this? We gotta do this on the PSP. So I guess I'll see you all on the next show. Alright, so now we got the US title. And I believe we're gonna have a match with Santino Marella on WWE Superstars. So I'm pretty sure we're getting a cutscene. So we'll be right back once the cutscene is finished. Alright, we are back. Alright, here we go. Big Show. We got Big Show to focus on. How did he reverse? Mm, 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 and that, and that, and that. Mm, mm. And we win. Alright, so we now have week. I believe we're now heading off to week 5. No, we've already done that. So now we are on week 7 that we got coming up, and apparently something big is gonna happen. And of course, this will now leave us to get Civilian Suit Batista, Vince McMahon in a suit, Triple H in a suit, Ricky Steamboat, and the Drew. And yeah, that will be it for the game. I mean, yeah, and of course, some things are going to look different in the PSP series, where usually, of course, we will still start with versus The Undertaker, because that's the one I've had most issues with. Of course, you may have a better experience than me, but we're going to do something, but because I'm still going to keep it at that. Then we're probably going to do Christian after we're done with the versus The Undertaker. Then we're going to do Rey Mysterio after versus Undertaker. After Christian. Ha ha ha! They're not going to notice. Ha ha ha! Oh boy, this is all going down. This is going down. That's my championship. Not long, I will say. And we can get the mop. Ha ha ha. Alright, so in order to get Triple H in the suit, in the civilian suit, aka street gear, which is pretty much just without his attire. I mean, without his hand tape, like he usually has. Alright, let's get to the parking lot. Boom. And there it is. We got Triple H in a suit. Now, I'm going to take my time. So, of course, that means Vince McMahon in a suit, Drew, Ricky Steamboat, and Batista are the last unlockables we need to get. And yes, and also, I did play the PS2 and PS... yes, I did play the PS2 and Wii version of the game before I came on here. To see, do I still have the Ted DiBiase t-shirt attire? And I do. Mm-hmm. And we win. So now that means we have week 8, week 11, and WrestleMania all left to do. And that will be the end. So of course, yes, meaning week 8, week 11, and WrestleMania, those will be the end. Alright. Of course, we just had the Chris Jericho match. I mean, this is week 7. Oh, Michael Smith. Also, I forgot to tell you, I posted some new renders on DeviantArt. What? Bring it on, Mr. HB Shizzle does. Well, that was the worst pronouncement of that. Cutscene. Right. So now we are on week 8. So that means we need to go to speak. So what do we need to do? I think we need to speak to Maurice first. And because this already hints why I couldn't even get a thought out of my words. But yeah, we're gonna. But and then of course when we do 2010, because the 2011 series is coming after the 2010 series. Of course, 2006, 7, and 8 are all gonna have season mode. WWE all says it's pretty much beating Fantasy Warfare in one sit. And nothing else. Okay, we will. All we need to do is go to the GM's office. Alright, so this is where we get the suited Batista. This show. So that would mean after Batista's suited, we would be left with Drew, Vince McMahon in a suit, and Ricky Steamboat all together. So, but of course, I'm just referring to what else do we have left. And because I've already done the farming on those two aforementioned games, I believe. Games. And also, I think I might farm a little bit, some WWE 12. I might farm some WWE 12 amid to the Let's Play series we got coming up soon. Probably when I sort out WrestleMania, 2K26 WrestleMania, and the 2K26 draft, as those are the things I will be sorting out because they are probably more important. And I would say the Rap Offline videos, which, by the way, hey, of course, you won't believe this. Last night, there was a problem with Rap Offline to the point I couldn't get a video up. Then, I tried again today, and it still didn't work until I figured out what was the issue. And shout out to the user that gave us some help on this situation. I didn't think about this at first, but then I figured it out. And it paid off very well. And of course, that video that I'm talking about is up on on that channel right now. And of course, we might have another video on the super, because obviously we have the National Pancake Day special coming up. Alright, so this now leaves us with week 11 and WrestleMania. So now, let's go do the Gauntlet match, like we are about to do. And now we got Betty. Actually, we got Mark Henry. And you. And we win. And we win. So I guess that means we got Batista in the civilian attire. Alright, so we get Batista in a suit. So that means we now need Vince McMahon and the Ricky Steamboat and the Druid. Which? Wrong one. Wrong one. Yes, that's right. So we need Druid, Vince McMahon in a suit, and Ricky Steamboat. As those are the last things we need to pick up, and then we'll be done with the game. So, where was I? So, with Smackdown vs. Raw 2010, I'm thinking doing Mickey James' Road to WrestleMania after Creator Superstar, because we're probably going to start with the Creator Superstar. Then we're probably going to do the brand, then we're going to do, I would say, Shawn Michaels, then the brand warfare, then Randy Orton, and of course, Edge will be the last one. Well, I mean, it all depends what goes down. Because I mean, there will be times where I pretty much double down on the original idea. Damn, he's done. And Orton got time to get up. And of course, any guesses about will Chris reversal there? And also wondering how will they open up the crate at Elimination Chamber? Why is he kicking out of everything? I want a pin strike. Alright, so now we got the big show. Alright, Cena, can you please let me pin him? Alright, pin him. Pin him. What? There you are, Cena. Stop. Oh, God. I pressed RT. And now I've lost the finisher. Fuck you. You know what? Take these series of punches. You ruined it. And we win. Alright, so we are on week 9. So that means we still have week 11 until we get to the challenge match. Sorry if I made that weird noise. Want to tell me to suck it? Take that. Alright, so now we are on week 10. I'm trying to get to him. Boom! Down goes Triple H. Time for week 11. Alright, so we are on week 11. And I'm actually going to go... So, let's do momentum game. Sure, why not? I'm going to do damage resilience. In fact, no. Let's do momentum. Alright, guys. We're back. Alright, let's do free code breakers. And we win. And that is about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we'll do... Where's Michaels' win? all of that. Alright, here we go. Final Raw of the series. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's spray him. Okay, maybe not. Again? We're running it back? Alright, we are at WrestleMania and we are fighting the last boss in the challenge match in Ricky Saints. I mean, not Ricky Saints, Ricky Steamboat. We do some posting off. Oh God. This is going to drag on way too long. And we win. And we get Ricky Steamboat, which means it's time for the final match in this series. Okay. Damn you, Triple H. So where's... You're not even funny. Steel chair plate, steel steps. Maybe that should teach you a lesson never to ruin my finisher. Ha ha ha! I got you off that reversal. And we win. And we get one away champ, which that's pretty cool. And of course we got Drew Arena and Vince McMahon in a suit. And yes, that is it. As there's everyone we have in the game. As I want to take a... Now, cause I believe I've already shown off what you do get. I mean, all the details. And because just I want to show off the list. And while that's happening, I'm just going to delete that slot. Because we're done. And because there's the unlockable list, because these are what we get after we're done with the game. And of course, thanks for watching the series, and I will see you all tomorrow for WWE All-Stars. Until then, I'll see you all tomorrow for WWE All-Stars. Thanks for watching.